Hello. Hello, boy. Are you going alone? Yes, Dad and Mom let me go to one. And what's your name? Everyone calls me Uncle Fyodor. What kind of uncle are you? Well, I'm still a boy, but they call me that because they are very serious and independent. Photo. And how old are you? Almost 7. Actually, I'm going to celebrate my birthday. And where? If it's not a secret, the village, Prostokvashino. I finally got to Prostokvashino. It's good that I took a map with me. It will help me not to get lost. The map turned out to be very good and detailed. Here you can see all the corners of the village, even our house. There is my favorite Prostokvashino. Strange, a great fishing rod, but lying around just like that. Strange, a great fishing rod, but lying around just like that. Strange, a great fishing rod, but lying around just like that. Here is the Prostokvashinsky Bridge. My friend Beaver lives here. This is his cabin, and Prostokvashino is on the other side. That is, look at what impudent frogs have gone. I wonder how the beaver is doing. Well, who's there so early? Whoa. Hello, Uncle Fyodor. You've come to Prostokvashino again. So, you can expect adventures. Hello, Beaver. Yes, I have arrived, and there will definitely be adventures. I'll come back to you today, and tell you about what awaits us. Great, just come back later, because I was fishing until night yesterday. I was so tired that I even lost my fishing rod. I still can't get enough sleep. Okay, I'll definitely look in. It was good to see you, Uncle Fyodor. Me too. Good night, Beaver. That is, a quiet morning. Professor Sin's house is visible from here. Oh, the bridge is broken. The boards fell off. How am I going to get through this? You need to put the planks in place and nail them down. We need to hook them up with something. And what can I use? Hello, Uncle Fyodor. Oh, Mom. Hey, wait, boy. No, I'm not going to the terrible stump anymore. No, I'm not going to the terrible stump anymore. Nothing will come of it. Nothing will come of it. Nothing will come of it. It looks like someone has lost a completely whole fishing rod. I may need it. I won't be able to catch this dragonfly just like that. Great. Now I have a dragon flea, and with its help I can distract the frog. Maybe the beaver will tell you what to do. Well, who's there so early? What do you want, Uncle Fyodor? The bridge leading across the river is broken. Do you know how to fix it? What's there to think about? It is necessary to put the fallen-off boards in place and pin them with nails. Can't you help me with that? Well, I can give you nails, but you'll have to hammer them yourself. I'm having such an interesting dream right now. All right, Bobo, give me the nails, and I'll try to fix the bridge myself. Oh, and the simple task in front of me is: you need to use a fishing rod to pull all the boards out of the river. Hooray!
I did it.
Now I have planks to fix the bridge. Oh, it's not easy to catch boards from the river, but it's interesting. We should try some more of them. Before you go further, you need to give the beaver and vodka. They helped me out a lot. We need to give the beaver his fishing rod. Well, who's there so early? What do you want, Uncle Fyodor? I found the fishing rod you lost. Whoa. Thank you so much. And I didn't know where to look for her anymore. You're welcome. Here's my duck taking it. Yes, Prostokvashino is just around the corner. It remains only to cross the river. So the professor is not at home. We must definitely figure out how to leave him a message. Hello, Uncle Pechkin. Hello, and Uncle Fyodor. I'm very glad to see you. How are you? That's fine. I came to Prostokvashino to celebrate my birthday. Wow, that's great. How old did that make you? It will be 7, so you're quite an adult. Don't be afraid, and you're going to school. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, I would go to school myself for a few months. Knowledge is to be doused, so to speak. Only there's no one to leave the mail to. Uncle Pechkin, will you come to my birthday party? There will be a lot of goodies and fun. Of course I will come. I really like your canned cucumbers. There will be a lot of them. Great. Today, Shori and Matroskin and I will prepare properly, and then I will come to you with an official invitation. And you don't know anything, Uncle Fyodor, about what happened to your friends. What about them? Are you sick? Well, not that they got sick. They and Uncle Fyodor quarreled in earnest, and no one wants to give in to the other. How is that? I can't understand anything. And that's it. The house is not cleaned. There are cobwebs everywhere, mice are wound up, I know they swear and shout at each other. And most offensively, no one wants to do anything. Because, you see, both of them will use the results. Yes. Wow, I came to celebrate her birthday. They even stopped talking out of resentment. And they are so dirty and not cleaned that I even stopped going to visit them. Yes, they got completely out of hand. Well, never mind, I'll try to fix it. Thank you for warning the citizen of the stove. You're welcome. Just look, when they make up, then I will come to visit you. Pechkin has so many different colors. Interesting. I don't need to go to the post office right now. Whoa. This is desolation. I'll have to sweat with Sharik and Matroskin to put everything in order. That's why someone will not be well when Uncle Fyodor arrives. Uncle Fyodor would have come sooner. That's when we'll know which one of us will flaw. Here I have an uncle who is a reed cat by profession. I'll have to call him. And my brother is a wolfhound cousin, works as a border shepherd. And my aunt is a wild beast in general. She also has a surname, Lynx. And my great-great-grandfather was the very dog of the Baskervilles. Well, then I would have called my other relative. The lion, he performs in the circus, makes the shorteners sit on the bollards. And me, and then I would have called Uncle Fyodor's dad with a belt. Open it. Who's there? Guests have come to you. Open up. I don't know. We don't know. We are not expecting any guests. And on what issue did you come to us? On a very important issue. On the issue of celebrating Uncle Fyodor's birthday. Unfortunately, we can't help you in any way due to a serious quarrel between us. How is that? It's very simple. This Matroskin will never open the door for guests to come to me in his life. Well, me too, to spite him. Oh, so if you don't let guests into the house, then you won't have anyone left to visit yourself. Listen, citizen, what kind of interrogation is this? What kind of moralizing is this? You, by the way, are standing on this on private property. Where are you from anyway? I came from the city on purpose to restore order here. Has Uncle Fyodor really arrived? Yes, that's me. Open it soon. Whoa. Indeed, Uncle Fyodor came to us. You see, I've come to celebrate my birthday, and you're greeting me like this. Well, excuse us. We didn't know it was really you. Now you and I are going to ask this harmful Matroskin. Did you by any chance bring Dad's belt from the city? I see you've got it so loose here that a good belt won't hurt you both. And did Matroskin start it first? No, oh, Sharik, you started it first, and I was just defending myself. That's enough. Whatever you want, but make up before my parents arrive. Otherwise, you will not escape Dad's belt. In the meantime, we will have strict discipline, and no snitches. We need to prepare for the holiday. Well, let me into the house already. And you know, the hinges jammed almost immediately after your departure. I told Sharik, lubricate the hinges. We're there. And why me? All at once, a ball and a ball. Am I the only one using the door? Well, put it aside. Are you starting again? How are you from home? Are you coming out? And we don't come out of it anymore. We crawl out of it through the window. Don't do that. How will the guests come to us? Normal people do not climb through the window to visit. You can't cook porridge with you. So, from now until the birthday, we have a military regime. Follow all orders clearly and without disputes. The first order is to fix the door. Further instructions will follow when I go to the house. Private Sharik and Private Matroskin are appointed responsible. Give each other full cooperation. The ball is responsible for the external territory, the Matroskin for the internal. Perform. There is. It's a strange thing. I've never seen scissors grow on trees. Ugh, Matroskin threw a rake. Well, fine, let him clean it himself. No, we need to remove them after all. You can't live like this anymore. I'd rather clean up after Matroskin myself than get raked again. That's it. No one will step on them now. Here it is. The treasure chest. When we found the treasure, we didn't throw it away. Now all sorts of things are stored in it. And lube. Hey, there's a lock. Why did Matroskin hang him here? Matroskin. And Matroskin, well, what do you want? Tell me, Matroskin, why did you send me to the shed, to the chest, if I knew that the lock was hanging on the chest? And then, why? So that you can see how farsighted and resourceful I am, and appreciate it. I hung up the lock on purpose, as soon as we started quarreling with you, so that you wouldn't steal the things that I was lying in the trunk, all over the house. I have nothing else to do, throw things around. Where's the key to the lock? I have it in a safe place. I hung it on a hook on the stove. Drag him faster. Make sure you don't grab the key and take it away. How about a warehouse then? May I address you, Comrade Uncle Fyodor? Permission granted. How can Matroskin and I open this door? You need to lubricate the hinges with oil, that's all. Where to look for lubricant? I don't know that anymore. You're going to try asking Matroskin about it. Here it is, a golden key. It's a good thing I tied him to a fishing line, otherwise I would have dragged him somewhere. Look for him later. And now here's the key in place. That's bad luck. Now not only grab it, now even I can't take the key. We need to look for scissors or something like that. Listen, Sharik, there are unforeseen circumstances. I have a force majeure called. What happened? I can't bring the key. Why? Can't you find it? I can find something. You know, I always have everything at hand. Well, what's the matter? Well, you see, I tied him up. That is, tied up? Well, you know, I tied him to a hook with a strong rope, so that you could grab Connie and pull him off. Ah, you mean to say that now not only grab it, but you can't take the key anywhere. Well, Matroskin, well, you give. That's what I understand. Economic vein. All right, stop laughing. You better look for scissors. I remember they were somewhere in the yard. Then you'll get your key. Okay, so be it. I found you a pair of scissors, Matroskin. Use it for your health. Just get the key to the trunk quickly. Thank you, Sharik. I'll be right there. In. I have the key now. We need to take it to the ball as soon as possible. Hold the key, the ball, get the grease soon. Don't hurry me up, Matroskin. There's no need for haste in this case. I opened the trunk, but now I would like to find an oil can among this junk. Yeah, well, there's a lot of junk in this trunk. The oil can should be in the center under all of these things. There are heavy objects here that I won't be able to move. They are indicated in red. 2 hooks in the corners. They are highlighted in yellow, take up a little space, and they can be combined. After that, there will be free space in the chest, and we will be able to get the oil can from the very center. And here's the oil can. I finally found her. May I address you, Comrade Uncle Fyodor? Permission granted. How can Matroskin and I open this door? You need to lubricate the hinges with oil, that's all. Where to look for lubricant? I don't know that anymore. You try asking Matroskin about it. Okay, great. Now we need Matroskin to lubricate the other side. Matroskin, I've already greased the door from my side. Now it's up to you. Hurry up, otherwise Uncle Fyodor is already waiting. Well, for the excellent performance of the combat mission, Private Sharik and Private Matroskin are promoted in rank. You're sergeants now. Allow me to address Commander, Comrade Uncle Fyodor. Permission granted, Sergeant Matroskin. Can I be a boatswain instead of a sergeant? This is such a naval rank. I'm like a sergeant too, only in the Navy. I'm a sea cat, and I have sea blood. It will be more convenient for me. Well, all right. Then, for the heroism and passion of the sea element, you, Matroskin, become not a sergeant, but a boatswain. How is the general fighting mood? The mood is within normal limits. We start with Sergeant Sharik truce. Great. And now, fellow fighters, a new task. In view of the upcoming holidays, we have a lot of work to do. First of all, we need to clean up properly, so that guests can start coming to us again. Secondly, you need to prepare a treat. Third, invite guests. Hooray! Let's get started soon. So that's it. You, Matroskin, will be the head cook. You have to prepare a festive treat. There is, just not a cook, but a cook. It's the same thing, only in a nautical way. All right, let it be your way. Sharik, I'm setting you the following task to clean the yard and the house, as well as paint the fence and roof. That's right, Comrade Commander, Uncle Fyodor. There is. Clean up the mess, and I'm going to invite guests. Well, that's it. Proceed to the execution of the combat mission. There is. What was that strange noise? Let's go to the courtyard soon. Let's see what happened there. Oh, Matroskin. Is that a barrel full of water? No, there's no bottom at all. Don't be afraid, he won't drown. Yeah, something's obviously happened here. Nobody move. Feet to the wall, arms shoulder-width apart. I have to inspect the scene of the accident, and there's nothing to inspect here. Everything is so clear. Not another word, Citizen Matroskin. Don't try to confuse the investigation. As the Hound of the Baskervilles used to say, oh, that is Sherlock Holmes, a detective method is needed here. Deductive, ball, deductive. Come on, Sharik, conduct an investigation. Maybe the one who broke our branch will understand how bad it is to eavesdrop on other people's conversations. So, there is a scene of the incident. A seasoned detective Sharik takes up the case. I ask everyone to stay in their seats in order to avoid trampling evidence. The way all the real detectives in the books do there. We need to study the scene of the incident, interview the suspects, and record everything on film. Oh, just my photo gun will come in handy. Yeah, and here's the most important clue, a kidney with legs. Oh, it's a body. Yes, it remains to find out who this body belongs to, and how it got into our barrel. And Sharik, compare the evidence and make a conclusion. The body is in an upright position. The legs of the body stick up. From time to time, the body moves its legs. The legs are dressed in boots that at first and second glance suspiciously resemble the boots of the postman Pechkin. What kind of devilish mind realized the incident of the century? Who needed, and how did they manage, to put a body upside down in our barrel? It is urgently necessary to fix the position of the body on film. Yeah, and here's the branch itself. Consequently, the bully left her at the scene of the crime. Well, what kind of bully? A balloon? I don't know. That's what all detectives always say. Oh, the ball, the ball. Question: why did the bully leave the branch here? Well, the investigation will show. I have to record this evidence on a photographic film for forensic examination. Listen, Matroskin, why are you constantly commenting here? Do you want to direct the investigation on the wrong path? Maybe it's you, an accomplice. Yeah, I really want to. Along the ski path. Okay, the investigation will talk to you again. You, the investigation, do not forget to photograph the evidence. It's too early for me to leave the scene of the accident. I haven't studied everything yet. Yeah, evidence. A vehicle of the two-wheeled bicycle type. Probably stolen. Based on the fact that the investigation is familiar with this bike, we conclude that it used to belong to a certain postman Pechkin, who lives in the village of Prostokvashino. Oh, the investigation is making progress. Don't bother me, Matroskin. After the investigation, we'll figure out how the bike ended up here. Exactly. For what insidious plan, the hooligans needed a Pechkin bicycle. It remains to find out what the mentioned bicycle of the broken branch has to do. And do not forget to fix the evidence with a photogun. It's too early for me to leave the scene of the accident. I haven't studied everything yet. So, the evidence is fixed. Great shot. Another piece of evidence has been photographed. Now there is another photo. And here are the photos of the main suspects. Yeah, typical evidence. Boot marks with traces of a struggle. Most likely, they belong to a bully. Question. Why did the bully come here, put on his boots, and started slipping into them? Suspicious. It is necessary to fix the traces on the photographic film. So, the investigation conducted a study of all the evidence. Everyone is gathered here, and I want to announce that the bully is among us. It all fits together. This is Matroskin. Moro. Figured me out. Yes, Matroskin, you are now an evil genius, an authority. And what? What are you laughing at? And why not laugh? Such a simple thing, it turns out, how difficult it was, but we didn't know. You see, Uncle Fyodor, that's what I told you about this ball. He doesn't understand a thing. Yes, Sharik, what are you saying about Matroskin? And what does grabbing have to do with it? What's that got to do with it? They are accomplices. And you knock on the barrel, and find out how it was. No, oh, I substituted the song. Let me out, please. Oh, the body. Alive. Of course I'm alive. Let me out. Come on. Let's all let out the stoves together. Well, hello again, Comrade Pechkin. Please explain to Sharik how it was. Or maybe it's not necessary. It's necessary, Uncle Pechkin. It's necessary. What's there to explain? It became very interesting to me, what you will prepare for the holiday, so I came to listen. You mean eavesdropping? Well, in general, yes. This is such a harmful trait for me. And aren't you ashamed? And why did you break the branch for us? Yes, it's slippery under your window, so I climbed up to see better. Oh, you, Comrade Pechkin. Guilty. Guilty. I will improve, Uncle Fyodor, and honestly, I promise. I'm just very bored to live alone. So I'm drawn to society. Come on, really, you're not alone. You have a whole village of friends over there, and in general, come to us tonight for your birthday. It's going to be fun. Thank you, Uncle Fyodor, and me. I'll bring you a gift. That's it. You'd better help us with the paint first. Our roof and fence are completely peeling off. It needs to be repainted. That's for sure. In the meantime, go change your clothes and wash yourself so that you can come to the holiday dressed up. Thank you. Thank you. I will definitely come and bring you a variety of colors. And most importantly, with a cheerful mood and with paint. Well, my friends, let's forgive Pechkin for eavesdropping on us. Although it is harmful, but without it, yogurt would be boring. That's right, because bad qualities in a person, and in you and me, Sharik, need only be corrected by good deeds. And if he does nasty things in response, then he will become even more harmful. The rule Matroskin just needs everyone to understand. All right, what are we going to do? First of all, we need to bring order to the house and treats for the festive table. Yes, you also need to get rid of mice somehow. There is no life from them anymore. Okay, but then Sharik, there will be a mouse hunt. And you also need to put the house and yard in order. There's a roof that hasn't been painted for many years. It's completely peeled off. Well, I'll take care of the treats. My uncle was a real sea cook. Well, that is, as a cook only on the ship. And where will I get the paint for the roof? And why should I catch mice? We have a cat in the farm for catching mice. I'm a sea cat, I like fish more. And I'm allergic to mice in general. And we'll go to Pechkin for the paint. Let him give us his own as an apology. I have noticed for a long time, she is standing idle with him. They don't take paint for apologies. It is necessary to apologize for nothing, and not as you, Matroskin, suggest. And you ask Pechkin, maybe he will give us Kraskov. I still have so much to do. You need to invite a saleswoman from Aunt Zena's village. Be sure to invite Grandma Pelagia for her birthday. We need to invite the director of the Prostokvashino Museum, Uncle Toliu. And as if with all this, do not forget to go to the post office to send a telegram to Professor Semen, who has disappeared somewhere. Hello, Grandma Pelagia. Hello, granddaughter. Did you come for the goodies in any way? And here it is not. On the contrary, I have come to invite you to visit me for my birthday. Name days are good. It's our way. Only I have one condition. If you fulfill it, then I will come to visit you. And what kind of condition is this? It's very simple. I'll make you 3 riddles, and you'll bring me the answers to them. If you correctly guess all the riddles, I will agree to come to visit you. Well, if so, make riddles. But, just keep in mind, the words of the solution are not accepted. You bring me these items, and then the guess will be counted. I see, Grandma, I'll try. I really want you to come to my birthday party. Well, then listen. Here's the first riddle for you. Who wears their house on themselves? We need to think carefully. But think, granddaughter, and bring me the answer. I think I know the answer to Pelagia's riddle. This is a snail that lives in its shell and carries it on itself all its life.
Here, Grandma.
I have found the answer to your riddle. It's a snail. Well done, granddaughter. I knew you could figure it out. But that's not all. Are you ready for a new riddle? Of course, this is very interesting. Guess the next riddle. Here's the second riddle for you. Whoever undresses him sheds tears. All right, Grandma, I'll try to find the answer to your riddle as soon as possible. Dinner on the page of some interesting book. Here is the answer to Grandma Pelagia's question. Oh, when you clean, immediately tears flow like a stream. Have you come back and brought Grandma the answer yet? What a good fella. No, oh, Grandma, while I was looking for the answer, I forgot the riddle itself. Can you remind me of her? Of course, granddaughter, I can. Listen carefully. Whoever undresses him sheds tears. All right, Grandma, I'll try to find the answer to your riddle as soon as possible. I was able to solve your second riddle as well. This is an ordinary onion. When they undress him, they shed tears, because he stings his eyes very much. I can't help but praise you, Uncle Fyodor. You've done a very good job of solving this riddle, and now will you come to my birthday party? Well, when you guess my next riddle, then I will come to visit. Listen carefully. Without windows, without doors, the upper room is full of people. Oh, you have difficult riddles, Grandma. Well, I'm going to look for the third answer. Be careful at night, so as not to miss anything. Here's another page. Ah, I know the answer to the riddle of Pelagia. It's a watermelon. He is the upper room, and the seeds inside him are like rye in the house. Only watermelon grows in summer, and now it's autumn. I'll take the picture to Grandma. I have found the answer to your last riddle. Only I couldn't bring the answer myself. They are no longer growing at this time of year, but I brought a picture with the answer. And what is it? Without windows, without doors, the upper room is full of people. It's a watermelon. However, it can be a pumpkin, a cucumber, and something else that I don't know about yet. You're just a smart girl, granddaughter. I see now that you are an adult and a very smart boy. And now you're coming to my party. I'll be there. Of course I will come. With great pleasure. Hello, Aunt Zena. Hello, lad. That. A child of nature. Oh, I see. Listen, Aunt Zena.
Freeze.
Don't say a word. Let me hear this for a moment. Don't let the beautiful muse slip away. Something Aunt Zena has completely hit the art. It looks like poetry this time. I'm sitting in the shade at a stall. I'm writing poetry without a bag. And there is no flight in the verses that the dragonfly from the swamp has. How beautiful it is, this world where there are poems and people drink kefir. Tezen, listen. I do not hear simple worldly appeals that are far from the lyrics of poetry. As a locomotive does not hear passengers in a cordoned-off car of trunks. It seems that Aunt Zena has completely gone into poetry. You need to talk to her in verse. I've grown up for a whole year and changed a lot. You come to drink compote with me on my name day. Poetry in your words, like the wind in the clouds, is elusive. You pick up a better rhyme, otherwise everything is somehow past. I want to invite you for your birthday and treat you to a delicious cake. Your words are pleasing to the ear. I will definitely come today. I will bring an excellent gift. And there will be a fun spirit there. Thank you, Aunt Zena. I'm glad to hear that. You come at exactly 8, so that the pie is not eaten without you. I found another page. Hello, Uncle Toliu. Uncle Fyodor. Hello, hello. You haven't been around for a long time. How are you? Yes, I came to my favorite village to celebrate my birthday, and I came to the museum to invite you. Yes, the reason is solid. You're all grown up. Only I probably won't be able to come. Why? You see, I wanted to take inventory of the museum. What to spend? Inventory. Well, you can say that I wanted to clean up the museum, and at the same time, write down everything that we have in the museum, in a magazine. And what happened? Yes, you see, I wanted to get rid of the dust. I took a vacuum cleaner, turned it on for reverse thrust, so that it did not draw in air, but on the contrary, pushed it out, and decided to blow through a book of fairy tales. And the book turned out to be so old that it pulled all the pages out of it, along with the dust. And the door to the museum, as luck would have it, was open, so the pages scattered all over the village. And the book is old. It is of great historical value. I don't know what to do now. Yes. Bad business. It's a shame that fairy tales got confused. And tell me, Uncle Tolia, if I help you find the pages and paste them back into the book, will you come to me for my birthday? If so, then of course, I will come, Uncle Fyodor. Can you really help me? Of course, right now I will start searching for the lost pages. Here's another page. I found another page. Here's another page. I found another page. I still have things to do in Prostokvashino. We need to prepare for the birthday and invite everyone to visit. It will be necessary to invite the professor to the birthday party. This is Professor Semen's house. He is an outstanding zoologist who studies different types of Prostokvashinsky animals. Here's another page. And I found another page. Well, it seems that all the pages have been found. Now we have to give them to the director of the museum. Well, Uncle Fyodor, have you already inserted the pages into the book? Not yet, but as soon as I do, I'll tell you right away. Yeah, the good old glue that I used to glue together a beaver craft once. Now it will come in handy. Well, Uncle Fyodor, have you already inserted the pages into the book? Not yet, but as soon as I do, I'll tell you right away. Well, Uncle Fyodor, have you already inserted the pages into the book? Not yet, but as soon as I do, I'll tell you right away. Well, Uncle Fyodor, have you already inserted the pages into the book? Not yet, but as soon as I do, I'll tell you right away. Yes, I got this poor book. We need to go look for pages soon to fix it. We need to help Uncle Tolia fix this book. You need to insert the torn pages of the book, but remember that you need to insert them only in the correct order, otherwise nothing will work. The page numbers are written too small to be seen without a magnifying glass. It's heavy, I can't hold it for a long time, so you need to remember where each page is, and then insert them into the book in the correct order. All right, I'll try to do everything right. Let's start from the beginning. Uncle Fyodor, because you inserted some pages in the wrong order in the book. I managed to collect all the pages and arrange them in the correct order. No, if I start reading the book now, the pages will get mixed up again. You need to glue the book first and then read. That's all. The book is glued together. Now it can be read. And now, after I helped you glue together a book of fairy tales, will you come to my birthday party? Of course I will come, because now I can finish cleaning the museum. Igor Ivanovich, I'm here on business. I wanted to invite Professor Semen to my birthday party, but he is not at home. Well, it's easy to do. It is enough to send a telegram to the professor. He will read it when he gets home, and he will definitely come to your birthday party. Wow, that's great. Let's write a telegram as soon as possible. I'd love to. Only now they've stuck a new telegraph machine to me, and I haven't fully figured out how to use it yet. Uncle Pechkin, maybe I can help you with something. What if I succeed? All right, just be careful. And then the thing is new, besides it's not mine. Okay, I'll be very careful. Well done, Uncle Fyodor. You did everything right. Now Professor Semen will receive a telegram. I've already invited everyone I wanted to my birthday. Now it remains to wait until Sharik and Matroskin finish their business, and it will be possible to start celebrating. I still have a lot to do. Mice need to be caught, the roof needs to be painted. Yeah, it's perfect for creating a brush. Oh, with a rope, I can tie a piece of straw to a stick to get a brush. And here is a stick, from which you can make a beautiful brush. A pen, rope and straw make a wonderful brush. We need to get some paint somewhere else, and we can paint the roof. Hello, Citizen Postman Pechkin. I'm here on a very important matter. I'm listening to you. The postal service is always at your service. You promised to give us paints. Well, to paint the roof. If I promised, then I will. Postmen always keep their word. Thank you, Postman Pechkin. You're welcome, Sharik. The paint in front of the post office stands near the bench. And here is the paint promised by Pechkin. Now that I have a brush and paint, I can start painting the roof. Now we need to paint the roof. But the paint is very sticky, and it needs to be done carefully. I can't reach there. If I go there, I will definitely stick. I've already painted this piece of the roof, and the paint hasn't dried yet. I have a short brush, and I can't reach it. I can't reach there. If I go there, I will definitely stick. I've already painted this piece of the roof, and the paint hasn't dried yet. Now that I have brushes, paint, you can start painting the roof. Now we need to paint the roof. But the paint is very sticky, and you need to do it carefully. I have a short brush, and I can't reach it. Now that I have paint brushes, I can start painting the roof. Now we need to paint the roof. But the paint is very sticky, and you need to do it carefully. If I go there, I will definitely stick. Great, the roof is now just like new, even better. Where are you going back to? These mice got impudent in the end. Soon their minks will be the size of a window. We need to get rid of them urgently. Hello, Uncle Tolyu. Ah, Sharik. Hello. How's life, young? Life is something. It's fine. I have a question for you here, Uncle Tolia, but can you tell me how to get rid of mice more inhumanly? How to get rid of it? Well, humanely, so as not to harm the mice. And even though I'm a hunting dog, I don't like violence. Well, in this matter I am not an advisor. I don't have such a problem in the museum. Mice have nothing to gnaw here. Well then, sorry to bother you. You Sharik, it's better to ask experienced people. They definitely need to know something. I think I figured out how to catch mice. You can use a vacuum cleaner for this. It will draw them into itself, and I should just bring the hose to the burrows. And here's the vacuum cleaner. Just before you take it, you need to ask permission from Uncle Tolyu. Listen, Uncle Tolya, we have a problem with mice at home, and I was prompted here by a time-tested hunting method. Very interesting. And what kind of reception is this? And here's what. Once upon a time, when there were no vacuum cleaners, people adapted bellows instead of them. Exactly. I have already read about this method somewhere. A very effective and humane way, I'll tell you. I remembered. Oh, I remember. There is even a fairy tale about this in our Prostokvashino book of fairy tales. So, could you lend me your vacuum cleaner for this purpose? Of course, the ball, take it. Just be careful with it, otherwise the last vacuum cleaner for the whole village is left. Now that I have a vacuum cleaner, I can go catch mice. That's it. I think I caught all the mice. Now they need to be released somewhere for Prostokvashino. Thank you very much, Uncle Tolya, for the vacuum cleaner. You've been a great help to me. I fished out all the mice in their house. You're welcome, Sharik. I have so much more to do. We need to take a tractor to the cook in Troitsko. There is a difficult stretch of road ahead. A lot of kidneys, and the road is narrow. The poles have been set up along the edges, and you need to be careful that the tractor does not break down. There is a difficult stretch of road ahead. A lot of kidneys, and the road is narrow. The poles have been set up along the edges, and you need to be careful that the tractor does not break down. There is a difficult section of road ahead. There are a lot of bumps, and the road is narrow. Posts have been put up along the edges, and you need to be careful that the tractor does not break down. There is a difficult section of road ahead. There are a lot of bumps, and the road is narrow. Posts have been put up along the edges, and you need to be careful that the tractor does not break down. There is a difficult stretch of road ahead. A lot of kidneys, and the road is narrow. The poles have been set up along the edges, and you need to be careful that the tractor does not break down. Good afternoon. I have come to you on a very important matter. Kat Matroskin is my name. Hello, Kat Matroskin. What kind of business do you have with me? It's our friend Uncle Fyodor's birthday today. And what kind of birthday without a cake? So I came to ask if you would help us. Of course I will help. I love baking cakes. Do you know what exactly you need for a cake? I'm guessing, of course, but I'd like to know for sure. So listen, the cake needs flour, milk, and filling, for example, apples. Well, we have milk and apples at home, but where can I get flour? I don't have flour, but there is a grain of wheat that can be ground into flour. Take this. Thank you. I'll think of something to grind the grain, and I'll come as soon as I find all the ingredients. That's settled. And now, I have to get back to work. You've got me all worked up. I have collected all the parts. Now you can start repairing the mill. I need to position the gears in such a way that the wheel that drives the millstones starts to rotate. Otherwise, I won't be able to grind the grain. Hooray!
Ура!
Earned.
Заработало!
Well,
Ну
the mill has
вот,
started working.
заработало!
Now you need to
Теперь
pour the
нужно
grain into the
высыпать
millstones,
зерно в
wait until it is
жернова,
ground,
подождать,
and
пока
pick
оно
up the flour.
перемелится, и забрать муку.
Yes, Prostokvashino is just around the corner. It remains only to cross the river. And here's the milk for the pie.
Молоко для пирога.
And this is where I gather apples for a pie.
Собираю яблок для пирога.
This is our apple tree. The most delicious apples in all of Prostokvashino grow here. If you shake the apple tree, apples will start to fall from it. Only they need to have time to catch the basket. Now I have enough apples to bake a pie. Great, now I have apples for a pie.
Яблоки для пирога.
I think I found everything I need for a cake.
Всё, что нужно для торта.
Great. I'm going to start making it right now. And while I'm kneading the dough, could you keep an eye on the pies in the oven so they don't burn? Of course, I will be happy to help you.
Вам помогу.
To bake pies, you need to make sure that they do not burn. And the wood in the oven is quickly running out. You need to have time to bake all the pies before the firewood burns. And try to make the pies well baked and not burnt. Okay, I'll try. This pie has not been baked yet. I will not take it out of the oven yet.
Из печи вынимать.
Well, everything is ready. It turned out to be a great cake. But I just don't know how to thank you.
Как вас отблагодарить?
You've helped me so much.
Мне помогли.
Up to what there? Today I helped you, and it may happen that tomorrow you will help me. This is a matter of everyday life. And don't forget to convey my congratulations to Uncle Fyodor. Of course I will. Thank you very much again.
Огромное вам спасибо.
We have unique sweet mushrooms growing here in the meadow.
Уникальные сладкие грибы.
Be sure to collect
Обязательно
them.
нужно их насобирать.
All the guests will be very happy
Радуюсь
when I
на
treat them to
здоровье
sweet mushrooms.
сладкими грибочками.
Unique and sweet mushrooms grow in this clearing, but they are very good at hiding.
Но они очень хорошо умеют прятаться.
That's all done.
Всё и готово.
Now it remains to go home and wait for Sharik and Uncle Fyodor to manage their affairs.
Со своими делами управиться.
Phew, it seems everyone has already been invited. It's a pity Professor Semyon has disappeared somewhere. I had to invite him by telegram. Our professor is probably studying the language of frogs again somewhere.
Лягушек изучает.
I just studied it. Not frogs, let me say, but butterflies. Oh, and where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere. And you saw me in the meadow. I sat there all the time and studied butterflies. I have a report on butterflies soon. But how did I not notice you? Mimicry, my boy. I disguised myself as an old tree stump, so much that you were all afraid of me, as if I were some kind of goblin. But it's true, the talking stump really scared me. But now that the balloon has painted the roof so beautifully, all the butterflies have flown here, all kinds. It took me exactly 5 minutes to study them. And now you're coming to my birthday party. Of course. I will definitely come. I've already received your invitation telegram. On the way to your roof home, for a couple of minutes I ran in. By the way, thank you very much for the beautifully painted roof. Without her, I would have been sitting in the meadow for a very long time, pretending to be a stump. You're welcome, Professor. We are always happy to help science. Well, friends, have you coped with the task set before you? That's right, Commander Uncle Fyodor. That's right, Commander Uncle Fyodor. This is good, because now everything is ready for the arrival of the parents. It remains to wait a little. And you don't have to wait for us. We're already here. Hooray!
Ура!
Our parents have arrived.
Родители приехали.
How glad we are to see you. We've been waiting for you. How clean you have here. Everything is cleaned. Even the roof is painted. Well done. And from home, because it smells delicious. Probably, Matroskin tried. Not only Matroskin, we all tried very hard today to prepare everything for the holiday. I don't even have the words to express some good ones. Well, let's go into the house soon. Now the guests will start coming. I invited almost the whole village. And a few hours later. Well, what are you doing there? And don't hurry me up, it's a serious matter here. Half a tundra, let's run, it's going to explode.